Yeah.
Om Shri Matre Namaha. One's life is judged by his attitude. One's character is also finalized by his way of behavior. That is called an attitude. If the attitude plays major role, one should be very careful. Therefore, we have to adapt our attitude always in a positive way. As you think, so you do. So, we have to think in positively and we will do everything in positive. So, we have to adapt in a positive manner our attitudes. Attitudes are deciding factors in one's life. Everyone can judge the other person basing on his attitude, how he behaves, how he acts, how he does work in his home and office, what are the features of his abilities. These and all based on our attitude. So, one should be very careful while getting feedback through our attitude. Attitude decides a person how to move in the society, how people move with him in the society, both the things. Why? Because whenever we are not changing our attitude, it changes our life. If we want to live peacefully, our attitude should be changed according to that situation. In this way, we have to go through thoroughly our attitude. Why? Because attitude is our window to the world. That should not be forgotten. Is it? At the same time, we have to open always our window to get free air. Like that, our mind always open to receive even negative into positive. If you adopt such a type of attitude, life will become happy. There is no doubt in this regard. At the same time, one should possess self-contentment. We should not feel or bother for the hurdles, obstacles, whatever come in our life. These can be surpassed or overpowered with our attitude. In whatever way we can see, attitude plays a major role. In this way, we have to make our mind into positive responses, avoiding the negative attitude. This should be developed towards the children from their childhood. Because how we develop his attitude, gradually it increases, whether it is good or bad. That's why we used to say in the society, the different nature of people depends upon their cultivating their attitude in their home at first, later only in outside. Therefore, it is the most important duty of the parents to mold the children into righteous path, right path by adapting right attitude. Then only he cannot face hurdles in his life, and that hurdles will reflect on the parents. So it's most important. Basing on that, today I took the topic of attitude prayer. वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. Attitude is a mental filter through which we see and experience the world. Some people see the world through optimism, while some see the world through pessimism. Here are a few examples. The person with a negative attitude thinks, I can't. The person with a positive thinking says, I can. See, here itself we can find the difference, no? The person with a negative attitude dwells on the problems. A person with a negative attitude focuses on solutions. However, everyone starts with a clear mental window. We all start our life with a positive attitude. Consider the attitude of a child. When a child falls while trying to walk, he does not carry out or cry out or stumble upon or give up walking. He tried again with a smile on his face. As we grow, our mental window gets dirty. It happens because criticism from parents and teachers, rejection, disappointments, finally the doubt creating. This dirt keeps building on, and most people don't do anything about it. They don't see now possibilities and they give up on their dreams. So, what have to do? Wash our window. Means, no matter how much dirt is on our mental window, we can always start cleaning it. When the author removed the dirt from his window, he started seeing new opportunities. He shifted his career from lawyer to motivational speaker. Are we beginning to see those areas where our windows needs to be washed or washed? We can't say answer. We control our attitude. We must keep our window clean. We always have a choice. Even if we think we have problems that no one has, and it's tough for us to change our attitude. Here is a fantastic example, Viktor Franklin's Man's Search for Meaning summary. Everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of the human freedoms. To choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. Even though conditions such as lack of sleep, insufficient food, and various mental stress may suggest that the inmates were bound to react in certain ways. In the final analysis, it becomes clear that the sort of person the prisoner became was the result of an inner decision and not the result of the camp influences alone. If Viktor Franklin can control his attitude in the concentration camp and get out of the camp, then it proves that you can always control your attitude. Attitude follows the success. So, how will attitude alone lead us to success? No, it won't. Because there is more to success than just a positive attitude. But without a positive attitude, we can't take positive actions. It's only when we clean our mental window, our success in the life begins and ends with a positive attitude. Then you are a human magnet. Yes, Earl Nightingale, the great success writer, put the key to success in just 6 words. What are those words? Here are the words. We become, understand, we become what we think about. 6 words. We become what we think about. If our goal is to earn 1 lakh American dollars, we will earn it if we believe we can earn it. We will attract the set of circumstances that will move us closer to our goal. But this does not mean we will think positively for a few minutes and doubt our ability for the remaining working hours. It has to be our dominant thought. We are continually moving towards our dominant thoughts. Positive thoughts bring positive results, and the negative thoughts bring negative results. Vice versa. Positive thinking will not bring us overnight success. If it is like that, everyone goes on positive thinking. And secondly, positive thinking does not mean we will not have any more problems. We will have setbacks and problems, but if we believe ourselves, we will overcome them. Only the positive attitude cannot solve it. It gives the way of solutions. That's all. Basing on that only we get success, but not alone positive thinking. So we have to choose our thoughts wisely. Therefore, picture your way to success. Let us do an experiment. Think about our favorite ice cream. Does a picture come to our mind? Yes, it comes. Now think about pink elephants. In a fraction of a second, our mind will create the image. The same thing we can do to achieve our goals. Many athletes, singers imagine their success and they set it every day and achieve it. We are continually running pictures in our minds. When we come across a fearful situation in our office, we create the same mental picture what we created in the school when we were a child and came across the same fearful situation. We can't control our past movies, but we can always change the interpretation of it. Let us say the teacher has criticized us for not being good enough. We have grown big but carry the same picture and feel the unworthiness when someone disagrees with you. We can't change our old movies, but we can change the meaning of them to see the situation differently. Create a new mental picture. How? start creating new mental pictures. If we fear public speaking, imagine we are speaking on a stage confidentially, speaking fearlessly, the audience is laughing at our jokes, etc. When we imagine ourselves acting the way we want to be in the future and repeat it every day, we will start acting in ways that support our vision. So, make a commitment and we will move mountains also. Commitment is not just trying hard or making lots of attempts. According to Mike Hernacki, the author of the book, The Ultimate Secret of Getting Absolutely Everything, commitment is willingness to do whatever it takes to achieve our objectives. If it takes 5 steps to reach my goal, I will take those 5 steps. If it takes 55 steps to reach my goal, I will take those 55 steps. If it takes 555 steps to reach my goal, I will take those 555 steps. Are you willing to take whatever it takes to reach your goal? No, we have to set it. Turn our problems into opportunities. When we encounter problems or setbacks in life, our natural reaction will be like getting frustrated or disappointed. But after the initial disappointment, we have a choice to make. We can either dwell in the past or find the opportunity that our problem is offering. Let us, how adversity serves us. Without a problem, we will never find a solution. Adversity encourages us to take an action. It makes us grateful and opens a new door for us. After surviving in a difficult situation, we become emotionally stronger. Another. Look for the positive. We will always come across problems and adversities in life. But every difficulty carries an opportunity. We just have to look for it. Our words blaze a trail. When was the last time we thought about the words we used? We might think why we are talking about words. What's a big deal? Our words have great power. They can make our future bright or ugly. The process is like this: thoughts, words, beliefs, actions, results. Here is how it works. Tom has a thought, I am not good at sales call. He repeats these words often with his friends or himself, which becomes his beliefs. As Tom does not believe in his sales ability, he took little action or doesn't do things that are required and fails at sales. Don't underestimate the role of your words. If Tom replaces his negative words with positive, the end result will change. Words and emotions. Let's say you react to a situation by saying angry or upset. If, however, you use the words furious or enraged, your emotions change. Your blood pressure would rise. Then you have to feel tense all over the body and mind. We have a choice. If we tell lies 100 times, it becomes the truth. Some way you can change your beliefs by consciously choosing the words you use. While it takes some discipline, but your beliefs and words will encourage you to take action that aligns with your goals. How are you? Our answers to a question, what kind of question? To a small question, how are you? Seems a small thing, but when we answer this question 10 times a day, it makes a significant impact. Every time we answer this question 10 times a day, it makes significant important or impact. Every time we answer this question should shows our attitude. There are three types of responses to this question. One is negative response, another is mediocre response, third one is positive response. How negative response will be? I am tired. It is terrible. It's lousy. If mediocre response, I am okay, fine, not too bad. Positive response, I am terrific. I am on top of the world. Great. See. Next time, if someone asks you, how are you? Respond with enthusiasm and positivity, no matter how you are feeling at the time. Try this experiment for a month and you will naturally feel positive. In this regard, what you have to do? Stop complaining. Complaining work against you in three ways. How? First, no one wants to hear negative news of your illness and problems, etc. Second, it reinforces your own pain and discomfort. Third, complaining diverts you from taking positive action to improve your situation. That's it. It has been said that 90% of people don't care about your problems. And the other 10% of people are glad if you have them. Every time you start complaining, grab notebook and write down things you are grateful for. You will become less complainer. So, even heaven helps those who act. How heaven helps? Associate with positive people. You become like a person whom you hang with. You have experienced that negative people in your life drain the energy within you. I am sure it has happened to you many times. You hear a song and you say yourself, what a ridiculous song. And when you listen the same song repetitively, you fall in love with same song. Here is an important lesson. Our mind dwells upon whatever is repeated over and over again, and it can't differentiate between a positive message and a negative message. So, associate with positive people, you will feel better and energetic to achieve your goals. So, confront your fears and grow. I was listening to a motivational speaker, and that one sentence changed my life. If you want to be successful, you must be willing to be uncomfortable. This sounds simple, does not it? And yet, when people face a frightening situation, many back away from fears. We always love to stay in our comfort zone. Everyone who achieves great success loves to be in confront zone. Despite this fact, they embrace these uncomfortable emotions and are the ones who develop the full potential. To achieve your goals and realize your full potential, you must be willing to be uncomfortable. So get out there and fail. Remember when you were learning to ride a bicycle, initially keeping your balance was difficult. You struggled to steady upright, maybe even falling a few times and scraping yourself. Eventually, after some failed attempts, you learn to ride a bicycle, and after a few practices, you also become a good at it. How? 6 years old learning to ride a bicycle was optimistic thrilled and easier to meet the challenge. Now, let us examine how adults approach the development of new skills. Would you say they are thrilled, optimistic about meeting the new challenges? The answer is no. When you ask adults to clean or to learn new skills, software programs most are unwilling to learn, being they are afraid of failure. Successful people learn to fail their way to success. They recognize a failure to an important part of the road to victory or road to a victory. Networking that get results. In 1992, Jeff Keller met Stu, a contributing writer with Think and Grow Rich newsletter. At Stuart's suggestion, the newsletter ran a cover story about the author how Jeff Keller went from a lawyer to a motivational speaker. These are given in headlines. Example, your attitude is your window to the world. Sarah walked into the coffee shop for lunch. She arrived at the office with a pleasant smile on her face. Her body languages reflected her optimism. Few minutes later, Sam came into the coffee shop for lunch and sat down a few feet away from Saga or Sarah. He was looking tense. His body language cried out, "Stay away from me." The waitress in the coffee shop was taking the same item to take the order. She is taking the same time to serve a meal and deliver the check on some time. Still, Sam was frustrated with the waiterness. Sarah had a good conversation which would the waitress and went back to work with a recharged battery. While Sam annoyed the waitress and she didn't take this order immediately. He complained about the food and was furious about we did not get his check right time. Both of them were treated the same. Then why did Sarah and Sam have difficult or different experiences in the coffee shop? Sarah sees the world with a positive attitude and Sam sees the world with a negative attitude. The difference is there. The benefits of networking. While our success starts with us, it grows to higher levels as a result of our networks. Here are some benefits of networking. For the business, generates new clients and business leads. Second, increase employment opportunities always. Third, helps in finding the right people to fill critical positions, assists in solving problems. In the personal realm, enhance your social relationship, help you to go become familiarized with the people of your various culture, and now will expand your mind. Now you know the benefits of networking. Start building the angry army troops that will help you grow. Now you know the benefits of networking. Let us talk about who you earn, enhance your network's effectiveness. Conclusion. Change our attitude and change our life. Simply. How? Our life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. The reactions depends on our attitude. So change our attitude and change our life. Thus, we come to the end of knowing the values of attitude with some many examples. By this way, we will find a lot of uncovered wisdom. श्रीकांताय कल्याण निधे निधेन्द्राम श्री वेंकटनिवासाय श्रीनिवासाय मंगलम मंगलाशासन प्रेमदाचार्य सर्वैश्च पूर्वैराचार्य सत्कृतायास्तु मंगलम.